I have an idea. What's the idea? What's the idea? Enunciate and articulate. It's gonna be cool. I think. I hope. No promises. No, so the idea, yeah. I want to... The idea is there. I'm not very good at articulating the idea. I think that's why I draw. So let's do that. Let's draw. As a kid, I was always like yearning for these adventures where you would gather up all your supplies, but they're like supplies that only a kid could get. So it's like a slingshot and a cap gun and a backpack with like a walkie-talkie. I love that idea of what a kid thinks he or she needs in order to accomplish a mission. So the idea I have is this little girl, and she's standing there pretty triumphantly with all of her like tools and weapons that she would use in order to accomplish this mission. And the mission that she went on, or that the world that she lives in, is this like world where there's dragons. And so I imagine her like with this trophy, with this dragon head that she like wears over her head. So when I was doing this drawing, I wanted to try a new technique that I've seen a couple times. It's a technique for coloring using gradient maps. And gradient maps are something that I literally have no idea how to use. I've tried to watch some tutorials on YouTube about them, but I just can't wrap my head around what they are and how to use them. Anyways, I tried to do that with this drawing. That's why I made a grayscale version of it. I colored it in black and white. I couldn't really get the look that I wanted to get with gradient maps. And maybe that's because I don't know how to use gradient maps. Maybe that's because gradient map wasn't the right tool for the job, you know? But yeah, so I tried it and scrapped it, and like I said, I wish I knew more about them, but I don't. If you know anything about gradient maps and would like to share your knowledge about them, please write it down below in the comments. Let me know if you use them, how you use them, tips and tricks for getting good results when using them. I'd love to learn. But yeah, I moved on from gradient maps and just colored the way that I know how to color, which is just throwing in flat colors and then blending as I see fit, basically. I kind of wanted to incorporate a sort of street art inspired element. I've actually been really inspired by street art lately. So I made some sketches just to kind of see what I was trying to do, just get my ideas out, you know? It says dragon killer in Japanese. I don't know how to speak Japanese or write Japanese, but I think the language looks cool. So in watching people do graffiti, I noticed that they would make the silhouette of whatever it is that they were painting and then go back and add the outlines. I think I kind of have a little bit of an understanding as to why they do that after doing this. But yeah, it was interesting. So I tried that out. I mean, you can see I did it a little bit differently, and I think I have the luxury of doing that because I'm working digitally. But yeah, it was fun to mess around with, and I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, I'm not a graffiti artist, so I think it gets the point across in this piece. So there you go, that's the finished piece. I hope you liked it. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Early on, I tried to start it off with a different pose, and it wasn't really working. I kind of wanted her to be like peeking out from underneath the dragon head, but I couldn't really execute, so I changed it to be that more triumphant pose, which I think works. It's fine, it's cool. And those gradient maps, man, they got me. They really got me. Like I said, if you know anything about gradient maps and would like to share your knowledge, please do so in the comments. Also, just let me know what you think of the piece overall. I'd love to get feedback. You can see the finished piece on my Instagram at Jason Butkiewicz. You can see it on my website, jasonbutkiewicz.com. So I want to do more of these. If you want to see more of these, subscribe. Consider subscribing.